Hello. Today I'm going to discuss whether we are unknowingly delegating our parental responsibility. Now, this happens very subconsciously and very unknowingly, so we don't realize it, but sometimes we are delegating our responsibilities. We all need help because we are all very busy, so we sometimes, take help from other people, which is perfectly fine. But help is one matter and responsibility is another. So we have to be very mindful whether we are delegating the responsibilities and we have to then make necessary changes. So one of the examples is that are we leaving our children to someone's care without their consent and very often. Now this is very very common that we sometimes need help and we just leave our children to someone's care, especially the ones that they are not comfortable with or they don't know who they are. We trust someone, and so we decide that okay, we are going to leave you there because we trust them. But the children are not comfortable, or children don't even know them. So what happens? The children will actually feel like abandoned, and they'll feel isolated, lonely, and sometimes very scared also. So by doing that, we actually missed out our responsibilities because we are making them uncomfortable and insecure. So we should immediately stop doing that. We can leave them to the people who we totally trust because it's very important because most of the abuse cases happen to known people by a known person. So we have to ensure that they are safe, and then we have to then decide whether we should leave them or not. Second point is that sometimes we put them into too many classes, like not just one, but so many. If a child is interested in certain subjects or hone certain skill, then you can put them in a couple of classes. But sometimes we put them in too many classes, like one after another and another and another. So the child feels overwhelmed. Obviously, it is very tiring. So they feel like, oh, I'm too tired, and then they misbehave also because they are so exhausted. So try not to do that because by doing that, we are somewhere, we just don't want to deal with the children. It's very subconscious. We have to sit down and think whether we are making that mistake or not. Be very honest. And if you think that you are just trying to delegate the responsibility, then please don't, because the child is not going to like it, and in future the child may even feel resentment. So don't do that, and make sure that you put them only in the activities that they enjoy, not in every single thing because you wanted to put them. Third is you are not connected to the child. We all live very busy life, and sometimes we don't even have energy, to deal with people. So we feel that okay, the children are already grown up, or they're adults or something. No, we don't really need to be connected, but that's not the case. They need us, and they need us very much, especially when they are in a phase where they need to take some difficult decisions, or they are going through some difficulties in their lives. They need some support or some inputs from the adult. So at that time we have to stay connected and even help them to take certain decisions or whatever is needed to sort things out, especially when they are really struggling. So we understand that we have to make sure that they are independent, and independence is important, but if they are really struggling, like a lot of struggle, then it's better that we help them and we sort things, not for them but help them sort. So this is another point. And third point is that sometimes we don't correct the children, and we don't guide them. So we think that okay, I mean, again, in teenage, this is very common. Sometimes we think, oh, they're teenagers, or sometimes, when they cross 18 years, we think, you know what, they're already 18, they're adults. But we have to remember that our brain development goes beyond 18 years, and many years later also. So even though they are 18 and onwards, if they need correction, if they are doing something wrong, we have to pitch in and say that no, this is not right, and we have to correct them. We can't just assume that they will know because they are like adults, but we have to understand they are still teenager. 18 is still teenage, and even beyond 18, many years, the brain development is still going on. So if they need correction, and if you see that they are doing something wrong, then we have to correct. Yeah, I know that in teenage it can be very challenging, and a lot of resistance will be there. But as a parent, it's our responsibility. If we don't correct, then sometimes they don't understand that this is right or this is wrong. So this discretion is very important that we teach them, and that's how we ensure that the child does not take any wrong steps or behave in a wrong manner. And this is our parental responsibility. So these are the 4 points that I wanted to share with you today. So think about it and be very honest. I know sometimes it can be really difficult, and we still have to do the right thing as a parent, and that's our responsibility as well. So until next time, keep thinking about this, and enjoy this journey, and happy parenting.